Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. Hope everybody is doing well. I need to break out the comments here. The chat, pop out the chat. Make it smaller. Mela, good morning. Hope you are well. Hope Wayne is feeling well. And that is good news that you had this morning. Scott, Jackrabbit FPV, good morning. As you can probably tell, I got some printing going on in the background here. I don't know if anybody else is coming in. It's 9:13. Probably won't stay on long today. Oh, goodness. I lean over here so I can get out of the sun. My wife took my blanket that I was using, so I got to find something else. I really do need to buy those blackout curtains. No doubt about that. Gee, looks like this might be all we have today, huh? Anyway, Scott, this is what I was telling you about this morning. And I actually got it working while I was listening to Dennis on the chat. Hey, Peter. Hey, buddy.
Hi. Hi, Rodney.
How you doing?
Yeah, doing pretty good, thanks.
Huh?
Doing pretty good, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is the drone I built.
Oh, okay. Looks pretty good.
Yep. Did some printing. Printed all this stuff. Got a couple of, there's a couple more things I need to print and I'll be done.
Oh. Excellent.
Yeah, I would have had it done yesterday, but the video, the VTX, the Cadix Vista unit,
Okay.
wasn't getting power, and so I had to end up rewiring the power.
All right.
So I had to wire the power to the Vista to the flight controller board.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Because I guess the plug, the wire plug, it was broke or something.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, man. So how you been doing, my friend?
Yeah, not too bad, actually. Yeah.
I see you're out visiting somewhere, huh?
Yeah,
What's that building behind you there?
Oh, it's just the shed in the backyard.
Oh, that's just a shed in the backyard?
Yep.
Wow. You must have no problem storing stuff, right?
I feel it's pretty full.
Yeah, Michael Blade, good morning. B-Rad, good morning.
Good morning to everyone in chat.
Dennis said he was going to be late coming in today, so
Okay.
I don't expect him. It looks like there might be some lurkers out there, too. To all you lurkers, good morning.
There's only a handful in the chat there at the moment. Yeah. Pretty nice weather here recently.
Oh, my goodness. I forgot to put the link in the Cool Kids chat.
Okay.
Scott.
Hey.
Hi,
I'm
Scott.
in Studio, Georgia again. I can't stay long. it's not really set up for anything, you know. So you get to look at my nose instead. This camera's on the laptop, and it's not in the best place. I try to raise it, but I don't really have a place to raise it. I got it on my bag right now. So,
Lauren, good morning. When I am in lurker mode, you can't see me at all.
Yeah.
hey, Rodney, I just wanted to come in real quick and tell you thank you for coming on my show Monday, and apologize to you, Peter, for not sending you an invite. I got to tell you, I knew it was going to be a house of chaos that night because I had 11 people invited.
Yeah, I'll try that.
And I don't know, but I definitely know you were one of the originals, and definitely should have been on there talking about Rick. So
I don't have to worry. You had plenty of people there. Yeah, that was a good stream actually. Enjoyed watching it.
It was a pretty good stream. I went back and watched it afterwards because I had to go eat dinner, and then by the time I was done eating dinner, you'd already ended. But you done good, Scott. You done good.
Well, I can't tell him I knew him like you guys did, but he had an impact on my life too, just from the reaction that I'd seen from the community towards him. So I'm hoping his spirit's living on the way we act today. So
I think for the most, there's people out there that are as generous as he was, and so yeah, I think his spirit is going on.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to bring this out with Chris, but Chris said the best gift that he ever gave him was his friendship, and that's kind of the way I feel about this community too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just so happy to call each one of y'all friends. I mean, I really am. So.
Yeah,
me too.
I agree with you 100%. You know, I mean, I can't tell you how excited I was when Dennis Lovelady called me up one day, just out of the blue. Said, "Hey, I'm on 301 and I'm crossing 614," and I'm like, "In Virginia?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, coming up, there's going to be a sheep station. You park your car there, and I will be out there in about 5 minutes," because it was just right across the street from where I work. And I mean, on the base. In fact, the Sheets is right there at the B gate of the base.
Yeah, you can see the base from there.
Yeah.
Well, and to fast forward, you can find you a bum to solicit money from the street corner.
But man, I tell you what, Dennis, I think, was one of the first people I got to meet from the drone community in real life. And man, that was exciting.
All those people in Virginia, and you never met any of them, huh?
Well,
I felt the same way.
I didn't meet Brad Austin until
Florida?
Spin Up.
Spin Up.
Okay.
2019 is when I met him.
Wow.
And
yeah, but
I got work I got to do. I just and like I said, I'm not in the best situation to do a live stream. So, but I did want to at least come in there and thank you and Dennis and you, Rodney, and look, I know Rick meant a lot more to other people than any of us know, and you know, I hope I didn't step on any toes there. And you know, to me, I just wanted to try to represent Rick and not forget about him because it's too easy to let it go, you know. So, but anyway, I did my best I could do for it. So,
well, I think you did pretty well.
And since you're on that topic, I need to set something straight. I said that he and Susan Lee had some exchanges on my live streams, and that wasn't the case. Apparently, Susan Lee, I never saw her in my chats until after Rick was gone. But I don't know. My mind manufactured that somewhere, or it was another pair. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up because it wasn't true, and I pride myself in my honesty. So there you go.
I do know that she was an integral part of expanding our community.
She was,
brought
she
a
was,
whole
but she
bunch of new
wasn't-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She wasn't one of Rick's.
And she did it in the same fashion as Rick. So,
She did.
all right, guys. Well, I'll be listening, but I got work I got to do in here. So,
all right, Scott. Well, you
Okay.
have a good day, brother.
I
Yeah,
got
thanks
an
for
electrician
letting
that's
us know
supposed to
you're
be
gonna be
coming, but I
listening.
think he's got banker hours. We've worked with him throughout the years for a long, long time. But we all changed through time, and I have noticed he used to be here first thing in the morning. I'll be regular there by 10 or 11 o'clock. So, but I got things to do anyway before he gets here. I sent Mrs. Rabbit out of the country so I can get things done.
There
And
you
that's
go.
not true. You know, she left a long list for me to get done before she gets back. So,
Yeah,
Well,
sure
you
she
better
did.
get
Yeah.
cracking, buddy.
You got your honey-do list and your honey don't you dare list, right?
all right, guys, y'all have a great day.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
you too.
Bye, Scott.
So let me go ahead and say hi to some people. We got B-Rads in the house. Akira shows. Dan, I Fix Chet is in the house. Michael Blade is in the house. Akira Show is in the house. Oh, and Brother Bob Casey is in the house too. So, Bob, I hope you're feeling better, brother.
This is the reason I haven't joined. Oh, there it goes. I was going to show you a completely blank YouTube screen until
Until you
you didn't
held
want
it
to be
up.
embarrassed, I guess, by that. Oh, I better do something here. Look at this.
Wow.
Yeah. Looks like it's my problem.
Brother
Wi-Fi.
Dano, good morning. I'll be droned in the house. Good to hear, Bob. Good to hear, brother.
What's that? Internet problem, is it, Dennis?
Looks like.
Yeah. Because I noticed in your stream, you're sort of pausing for some quite long times, during the songs there, or sort of stopping.
Oh yeah, buffering.
Yeah.
Good morning, FTO Media.
Something must have gone wrong.
Michael,
with my
good morning.
Wi-Fi.
Good morning, sir. And how are
Good
you?
morning.
I'm
Good
good.
morning, Peter. Getting
So-
myself situated here.
Dennis, while you were singing, I was fixing. Dennis?
Yeah. Hang on there. Hang on. Okay.
So this
What were you doing?
When I did the sunrise, you might remember I was saying that I had a drone that I was working on.
Yes.
Well, the VTX, this Cadix Vista here, lost power, and I was trying to figure out why. And what I ended up having to do, apparently, the plug that plugs into the flight controller, one of the either the ground or the hot wire became disconnected or something. So I had to actually wire it to the flight controller board.
Did you
So-
notice how I nodded my head like I knew exactly what you were talking about?
Yeah, I noticed that.
That's funny.
Yeah,
yeah.
there it is. I've got two more things. Well, one just finished printing, and I got another thing to print, and then I'm gonna put a GoPro here, and this is gonna be my cinematic FPV drone.
All right.
I'm gonna set
Yeah,
it
I
up
know.
where it flies nice and slow and graceful, and that's your fault, right?
Yeah, I know what a GoPro is. That bit I worked out.
What's the conversation on? It's not your fault, Rodney. We just blame Canada. I don't know what. Dan, you got me confused, brother.
Peter, it's been a long time. How you been?
Yeah, been pretty good, thanks. Yeah, it
Good.
has been a while.
It
Well,
has
you get getting on to sort of more reasonable times now as the sunrise times change.
I like how the background highlights your strong shoulders.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hadn't noticed that.
Yeah, Dominic said he was going to try to come on for about 5 minutes tonight, but he wasn't able to, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Hadn't seen
the
him for a while. It's
on
nice
your
to see
drone,
him
buddy.
here.
Gotcha, Dan. Gotcha. Thanks, man. Well, I don't know if it was Canada's fault, but I guess we'll blame them.
Hey, Rodney, since it's now been declared that English is your official language, you're going to have to start speaking it properly. You have to start pronouncing the words properly now, like aluminium and all that sort of stuff.
I'm from Oklahoma. We pronounce words Okie style.
No, you have to speak English now, proper English. You have to spell the words properly too.
Had to learn to say right.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Roy.
Joe Fodolio, good morning, brother.
Morning, Joe.
Yeah, morning, Joe.
You got to learn about things like mystery bags and
That's right.
skippers.
Curious. Unsubscribe.
No one subscribed to my channel anyway, so that doesn't worry me really.
Yeah, my wife reminds me every day about my English.
It's fascinating. I the first time I was in Japan, we had cell phones. This is back in '99. We had cell phones, but they weren't very good. Everybody did everything by cell phones in Japan way before that happened here.
Right.
Anyway, I was supposed to meet up with somebody at the airport, and he didn't show up. So I ended up going to a hotel. I gave this guy a call on my cell phone, right? And he was speaking. He's from Manchester, England. He was speaking Cockney English. I gave him a call because I had his number, and he'd said a few words, and I said, "Do you speak English?" Because I thought he was speaking Japanese. I had no idea what he was speaking, but I couldn't understand a word he said.
There's a lot of different dialects over in the UK there of English language. Yeah.
They do have a bunch of different dialects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the English, I think, is more varied than most other languages, although it happens also in Spanish, right? I mean, Spanish in Bolivia is different from Spanish in Peru. And
that's right.
And it seems like to me that the Cockney accent is the hardest to understand.
Yeah.
It is for me, for sure. Absolutely.
They tend to leave letters out.
Yeah.
That's around the London area, I think, Cockney, and then you get the northern ones up around, Liverpool, Manchester, as I said, and then you get up the Yorkshire. They got a different accent up in Yorkshire.
Right.
No, some of them are really hard to understand.
Well, Dale Bretherton is one of them. He wouldn't mind me using his name in vain like that.
We were convoying when we were in Germany, going out on a deployment, and we pulled up to the rest stop, the roadside rest stop there, and we have all of our trucks lined up, and we're all running into the bathroom. We come back out. This guy starts talking to me, and I could not understand a word he was saying, and I'm like, "Sorry, ich nichts verstehen" in German, and he goes, "What do you mean? I'm speaking English." And he was from England, but my brain was set to listening for German because it's Germany.
Right.
And I'm trying to put German words in there, and none of it was working up. And he goes, I'm from England, and or from Scotland or something like that. But it was a real heavy Cockney type accent. So it was kind of funny. We laughed about it, shook hands, and went on our way. But it was kind of funny. My brain set for German, and
well, that guy was my leader, my boss, and basically when I was in Japan. We ended up being really good friends, but that first get go, didn't understand a word he said. Anyway, I had to spend the first 2 nights there by myself. Nobody else around me that I knew in a place where they were only speaking Japanese.
Oh,
And I had no training in the language at all. That's the reason I speak okay Japanese now,
Yeah.
still to this day.
that's funny.
Hard knocks.
Oh man. Oh, don't do that.
So with the South Florida Met, that's only what, a couple of weeks away?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, it's
2
two
weeks.
Yeah.
weeks away.
Yeah, I thought it was, yeah.
Akira shows that some of my Japanese friends find English hard, but they run and hide from German. Doggone it, come on.
Oh, it does show up.
Copper State FPV.
Yeah. That's weird. When I type on the StreamYard, it types in as my name, but if I go over here to the other one, it's on the YouTube. It's my YouTube stuff.
Okay.
Well, aerial
You
photography is
have
the
a
old
good day
standard.
too, buddy.
Aerial photography is the old standard. FPV is the new standard, I think. So.
Yeah. Copper State FPV. Got a good ring to it.
Hey, Joel.
Rat RH, good morning and welcome to the chat. Mike Kelly in the house.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Dennis, should I make him a
Hey,
moderator?
I
typed-
don't know.
that's
It's probably been what, 6 years. Should be okay.
that's what I was talking about, Rodney. I was typing on the StreamYard comment in the chats on the StreamYard, and it comes up as Mike Kelly. But if I type on YouTube, it comes up as Copper State Aerial. So you don't need to make that one a wrench.
Too late.
All right, fine.
Joel, good morning.
So what else is going on, man?
I think you're new to the channel there. Oh, I'm subscribed to.
What's new, Rodney?
What's new with me?
Yeah, besides your new drone in the background there.
Oh, actually, I've got another drone too.
Uh-oh, he's in the rabbit hole now.
Oh, I've been in the rabbit hole for quite a while, buddy. Quite a
Bailiff said
while.
he's going to have to work another 4 years to make
Oh, the
up for what he
Pavo.
spent for
Yeah.
SFDA.
You know, I kept seeing Dan, and this is Dano's fault.
Yeah, Dano's been flying that thing for a long time.
This, but this is his fault that I went out and bought this. I watched so many of his videos with him flying that.
Me too.
You
I
can
had
fly
that
that
one.
box? Really?
Huh?
You can fly
You can
that
fly the
box?
box.
Yeah. You want to see it
Wow.
fly?
Yeah.
Hot Rod in Daytona, go Navy.
Go Navy.
Dan says, don't abuse your power, Mike. You have been given the ultimate power of the blue man. Great power comes great response.
Oh, look, a squirrel.
All right, Akira, so you have a good one, buddy.
See you, Warren.
See you, Warren.
Yeah. So, I'm going to end this one here in about 5 minutes or so. This is going to be a short one today.
Okay.
So
That's right. It's 12:37 a.m. here, so into Sunday morning.
yeah, already Sunday in
Yep.
some parts of the world.
Yeah, it definitely is here.
That amazes me that you sit up and come on to these things at this time, your time of the morning over there.
Oh, it hasn't been happening very very often recently, but I don't know. If I'm still awake, I'll come on.
Yeah.
Depends how I feel. Sometimes I'm sort of dozing off, so I don't
That
bother.
was- And not to take away from you, because it is intriguing how you do that. But that was another thing that Rick Halber was very much known for, and
Yeah,
nobody happened to mention that last
That's
week
right,
that I
yeah.
noticed. But anyway, he was always there for the sunrises, even though he was in California. It's just
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He made almost every one of them.
yeah.
Yeah, same with when Matt did his live streams back in the old days, he was always there too.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
always call in.
Well, Rick, I think, was in just about every live stream the drone community had.
Yeah.
I agree with you. We decided he sleeps in the daytime because nobody had
Yeah,
live
I mean, he
streams in the
had to
afternoon.
have. He had to have slept in the daytime because he was always on the live streams.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, I miss old Rick every now and then in the streams.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I keep expecting to see his name show up.
He left a part of him in every one of us. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he sure did.
I had a small interaction with him before he passed. I was new to everything, so I didn't get to know him like you guys did. But what I did know, he was a good guy.
yeah.
Well, I think one of the things I'll remember the most or the best is when I was in the hospital after the bypass surgery, him calling me up and both of us in hospital beds talking to each other,
Yeah.
and I'm supposed to be asleep, but I was supposed to sleep between 10 and 5 with no interruptions. And if I wasn't talking to Rick, I was talking to Matt.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Rick was a pretty great guy.
Yeah.
So, but but that's the way life is, though. People come and go.
That's it.
Yep.
And there's people that live on forever in everybody's memory, like Rick. I think Rick will be remembered for quite a while. And then there's people that are just forgotten, like movie stars.
Can't remember.
Yeah. Can't remember who, but that guy. Yeah.
That guy.
Brant Ariels. Good morning, Gary.
Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary, you're going to be at the South Florida Drone Meetup again this year, right?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, me too. I remember me and him was hanging out at the pool at the hotel, and Giggles, TJ, he come down and sat with us, and I said something funny, and he's not coming. Oh, sorry to hear that, brother. But TJ started giggling, and it was so funny.
You can't stop once he starts.
I know that poor guy, once he starts, he can't stop.
He's a good kid.
Yeah. They are. Are you kidding me? They are stopping Canadians at the border.
Mm.
You got to pay your tariff.
That's right.
Got to pay the tariff. Yeah.
You got to pay the Canadian tariff, and if you do that, then they'll let you through.
Oh my goodness. Well, like I say,
Getting crazy.
pray for our country.
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring in a political. That was supposed to be funny. Sorry.
Got to pay tariffs both ways. One's coming in and one's going back again.
Well, Gary, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of looking forward to seeing you.
At least it's better than Tommy James and Shondells. I saw Tommy James and about 3 of the Shondells in concert way back somewhere in the early 70s, I think. And he said, this is all of the band that could make it. He said, we went through a fruit inspection in Canada and only these guys got through.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd put much into that right there. Because I saw a report that Germany put the same thing out, be weary of going to the States. I think it's all political.
It is political. Of course it is.
Well, I don't know if that is true. You know, I don't. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to talk about
Yeah, I
it.
didn't mean to start that. I really didn't. It was meant to be funny.
Yeah. Well, Gary, all I can say is from this American, Canadians have no problems with me.
Yeah.
That's
Me
for
too.
sure.
So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this one, make it a short one today.
Okay.
Thanks, Rodney, for having me on.
Well, you're welcome.
Yep,
Dennis. You're
same
always
here.
welcome.
In spite of my
Mike,
appearance.
you too. And Peter, as always, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
So,
All righty, gentlemen. We'll see you later.
all right,
Okay.
guys. Well, don't forget for you guys out in the chat, I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for the military people throughout the world, and pray for our first responders. And don't forget tomorrow, the Sunday Sunrise Cruise, starting with me here in Virginia, moving to Georgia with Mr. Lovelady. And then after Mr. Lovelady will be Brother Chris Hope, and then Johnny Joneflyer with Jones and Coffee. So there you have it, folks. That's the lineup for tomorrow. You all have a great week. If you had a birthday that last week, happy birthday. If you have a birthday coming up, happy birthday. Love y'all. Bye now.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.